Comics used to go on late night shows, have a great set, and wake up with their tour sold out, a development deal on the way, and their life changed forever. But now, you can post a clip on Instagram and sell out clubs all over the country. But unlike late night, there's a lot of competition. There are hundreds of clips and comedy specials that are getting posted every single week. So how do you cut through all the noise and get that moment that takes you from doing half full rooms to selling out weekends anywhere in the country? Well, you're in the right place. I've been trying to answer this question for myself and more importantly, for some of the biggest comedians in the world for the past 3 years, working with them on their content and helping them grow and sell more tickets. And now I want to share with you 5 of the lessons that I learned over the past 3 years so you can skip some of the mistakes I've made. First things first, you gotta have a great hook. Hey Tampa, how's it going? It's not gonna grab anybody's attention as they're scrolling through their social media feed. You need something that makes people interested, especially if they haven't seen you before. Now I'm sure you're gonna have some clips with some longer setups that you wanna post, but the thing that you gotta remember is, what's the point of wasting that material if no one's gonna see it in the first place? It'd be better for you just to save that, keep it for the live shows or a special. You gotta think about every clip like a mini late night set. Are you gonna have a long-winded setup with 1 or 2 punchlines in it? No, obviously not. You grab people's attention and you keep hammering away with punchline after punchline after punchline. So when you're selecting what clips to put out, keep that in mind. The second thing, make sure you're posting on YouTube. It could be stand-up clips, it could be a podcast, it could be whatever you want. Just make sure that you're posting some kind of long-form content. I've worked for a bunch of different comics over the years, and the ones that I didn't do YouTube content for, even though I was able to get them millions of views on short-form content, it didn't convert as well to ticket sales as long-form content did for some of my other clients. Some of them even had less views on the YouTube content, but had more ticket sales. People pay with their time before they pay with their money. So if someone's only getting to see you for 60 seconds at a time, there's not enough trust built up that you're going to provide a good product for them to go buy a ticket. This is where long form content's important. Because even if someone sees a 12-minute video of you doing stand-up, it builds up so much more trust that you're not only funny, but you're worthwhile spending the money to buy a ticket to see you perform in person. This is exactly what I did for Jessica Curson, turning her stand-up sets into 15 to 30-minute compilations of her crowd work. These videos have gotten over 3 million views in the past few months and have had an incredible impact on her ticket sales. Now the third lesson is a continuation of the first lesson. It's killing your darlings. If you have any experience in film, you understand this term. The gist of it is you don't want to be attached to certain aspects of your project, whether it be a short form clip, a YouTube video, or whatever. What you got to do is you got to look at your content analytically. And if there's something that isn't completely necessary, you've got to cut it. Not every little joke or quick line needs to be in your clips. Focus on one through line and stick to it. I made this mistake a lot early on. I would follow every little joke and tangent, but as soon as I started looking at the clips, finding one joke that I thought was the best and sticking to it, that's when I was able to start putting up consistent numbers. The fourth thing that I learned was the importance of looking at the analytics and how they give you the blueprint for exactly how to grow. Speaking of blueprint, I actually just created something called the Social Media Blueprint alongside legendary manager Barry Katz. He's managed people like Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, Bert Kreischer, Jay Moore, Louis C.K., and Dane Cook. We put together this program to give comics a detailed blueprint on exactly how to grow on social media. It has a full course, downloadable templates, and weekly calls with both of us, where we can guide you through everything. If you want to learn more, you can check out the first link in the description. Analytics don't lie. All these platforms want you to be successful to keep people on their platform. So they'll literally hand you all the information that you need to be successful. You just need to know where to look. The 3 main numbers I look at are view count, share count, and completion percentage. On short form platforms like TikTok and Instagram, share count is going to be your best bet for going viral and is a great way to see how much people like your videos. The ideal situation is to have a similar share count as like count. This will tell the platform that people really like your video and they'll push it to more people. On YouTube, completion percentage tells you exactly what percentage of people watch your video to the very end. You can tell exactly where people are clicking off and where you should tighten up your videos for next time. A good number to shoot for is about 40%. Like I said, YouTube wants you to keep people on the platform. So the best way that you can prove to them that your videos should go out to more people is by showing that you can create engaging content that keeps people watching for a really long period of time. One thing that I've found kills completion percentage is outros. If you watch someone like Mr. Beast's content, he ends his videos as quickly as possible. Now, obviously, the main metric that we're all going to be looking at, no matter what the platform is views. People like to think of different reasons their videos might not be getting views, like being shadow banned or not having enough followers. But the reality is the likelihood of you being shadow banned pretty low, and now most platforms don't care how many followers you have. The only thing they look at is how people are interacting with your videos. This is how they decide whether or not they're going to push your videos out to more people or keep you on the shelf. So if your videos aren't getting the views you want, the hard truth is they probably just aren't great videos. But you can look at analytics like completion percentage to see where you can improve. Now, if you take nothing away from any of the other lessons I've shared with you, this is the one I recommend you focus on: staying consistent. Everything else I've mentioned will work itself out if you just post consistently and improve consistently. As you start to post and practice the things that I've talked about in this video, you'll naturally start to improve. And more importantly, you'll start to see what actually works and what doesn't. So if you can pick a schedule and stick to it no matter what, even if it's one post a week, I can guarantee you'll start to grow. And the absolute best way to stay consistent is accountability. So if you want someone not only to hold you accountable, but give you every tool in their tool bag to help you jumpstart the process, click the link below to check out the Social Media Blueprint.